Everyone loves a Christmas film or TV show. We have many iconic, ranging from Elf, Bad Santa, Die Hard,
Welcome to the party, pal!
Scrooged, and Home Alone, just to name a few.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
So there isn't a shortage of films at Christmas time. This, however, doesn't stop Hollywood from making more. Some that are decent, and some that are dog shit. Yeah! Marvel have released theirs, the Guardians Holiday Special, so I thought I'd take a look and see if it is as good as the Guardians films have been. We were first introduced to the Guardians back in 2014 while we were all eagerly awaiting for Avengers Age of Ultron. I remember thinking, what the fuck is this shit?
Hey! Fuck off!
We got bloody aliens running around now. What's this got to do with our homegrown Avengers? At the time I wasn't impressed, and when I saw the first trailer I actually thought, yeah, you know what, that was fairly amusing, this could be alright. And so it made me buy a ticket to go check it out. The next Marvel movie was, a year away, so what did I have to lose? Remember those times when Marvel content was well spaced out over a period of a year or two? But anyway, I grabbed my mate, we bought our overpriced popcorn and we remortgaged our houses to get those M&Ms and we sat back. And boy was I not only impressed with these bunch of misfits, but they were fucking funny and all. We had Star-Lord, Peter Quill, the anti-hero who was more out for himself than anything or anyone else. We had Drax, a man who takes everything literally. And we have Rocket, who literally takes everything. And then we had Groot, who loved good scrap. And then good old Gamora, the very serious, focused female out to save the world by stopping her big bad daddy. On paper, this didn't seem like it would be any good, but from the moment it started to the moment it finished, I was hooked. And new Marvel stars were born and the Guardians cemented themselves as one of the best bunch of characters we've seen. And the Guardians, the film, was one of the best films. When we saw them again, it was in Guardians Volume 2. Again, it was another good film, probably not as, wasn't as good as the first, but, it was still pretty good all the same. And after that, we saw them in Infinity War and Endgame, which, by that point, they would become pretty much part of the furniture and loved by all. They briefly appeared in Thor Love and Blunder, which was probably a blessing, and now they've turned up in this, the Guardians Holiday Special, ahead of Guardians 3. Was the Holiday Special as fun and as good as things we've seen from them to date? No, not for me it wasn't. Is it because I'm a Scrooge-like character who thinks Christmas is a ball ache and an excuse to become a functioning alcoholic? No, it wasn't. Is it because anything from the Guardians I expect to be good quality? Oh yes. This wasn't a good quality show. Granted, compared to that Star Wars Holiday Special about fucking Wookiees, this was an Oscar winner. But then, compared to that, it's not hard, is it? What didn't I like? Well, I didn't like Drax and Mantis and the fact that they were the focal point for this. I mean, I read somewhere that James Gunn didn't believe that these two had enough runtime to develop, which is fine, and I do agree. We know very little about them still, really. But the problem is, Drax and Mantis have a big flaw in their character when it comes to carrying a show, and that is they lack charisma. No fault with the actors, it's just their characters. As I stated, Drax is a literal man. He's a serious man. He's a straight man. And by definition, he is someone lacking personality or charisma. Don't get me wrong, Drax can be hilarious because of this, but Drax is not a character that can carry an audience for very long. Likewise with Mantis, her personality has always been shown to be meek, quiet, thoughtful and empathetic. That has always made her a bit of a background character. So to put a quiet and almost shy character on centre stage with a serious character does not make for an entertaining show. Not in my eyes anyway. Chris Pratt looked bored. Like, proper fucking bored. So much so that when he first appeared and he was trying to talk to the band singer, I could barely hear what he was saying. He was suddenly Captain fucking Mumbles. His facial expressions barely changed and he honestly looked like he didn't want to be there. It kind of looked like a chore for him. The band at the start and at the end. When the band at the beginning started, it gave me a wry smile. I thought, well, that was pretty cool. But then it went on for more than 20 seconds and I was bored off my tits. Likewise at the end, I don't ever have to watch Kevin Bacon sing a song. I was over it by that point. Drax and Mantis again, unfortunately, this time as stupid road tripping buddies. The drinking scene fucked me off. They drank as though they've never had a drink before, which we know for a fact Drax has had, if you look in the first Guardians. And then their drinking montage. Ugh, what the fuck was that? It actually made me want to give up drinking, as opposed to getting on it and ending up in the gutter, holding a traffic cone with piss stains on my trousers. The whole point of a drinking montage is it wants to make you get on it. You want to see a drinking montage, you need to look to the Brits. And for that, I'm going to show you this. This is how you do it. Thank you, Lockstock. What did I like? The sentiment of the holiday special. Despite my shopping list of complaints that I have, although brief, I actually really like the sentiment behind it. Spoiler alert, but Mantis is Peter Quill's sister, and she wants to give her brother a happy Christmas because of the stories people hear about Yondu and his apparent hatred for Taran Christmas and how it made Peter sad, which is kind of the story Peter's told everyone. So at first we think typical Marvel, bad father figures, but as we go through and we come to the end of it, we find out that Yondu really did have a soft spot for Peter and thought of him as a son, and it shows them that they actually celebrated Christmas together with the exchange of gifts, and that was a nice touch. I was actually quite shocked Disney made a show about friends and family looking out for each other, and it was a nice special send-off for Yondu, proving he was a good father to Peter. I mean, that was the best takeaway I got from this show. Drax made me laugh once when he saw his little blow-up elf and he suddenly wanted the little funny man, but that was probably the only time I laughed. Final verdict, for me it wasn't a great show, but it had good sentiments. If you're a softie for all things Christmassy and you like Marvel, you'll probably enjoy it. It's only 45 minutes long, so it's pretty quick. It was about as quick as this review, to be fair. And, you won't feel like you've wasted your life. Personally, I'd stick Die Hard on and enjoy John McClane fucking shit up.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.